YouTube! Alright, I'm back with another video. So let's just jump right in. So if you saw my video earlier in the week, talked about something that gets on my nerves. Mondays, right? I'm not a big fan of Mondays. I explained I'm not a big fan of Mondays, but I'm trying to change that. a little bit. Well, this week I stumbled upon something that I dislike probably just as much as Mondays, if not a little bit more. And that would be car shopping, okay? Car shopping is just the most frustrating thing in the world to deal with. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has bought a car recently, but it's extremely frustrating. So I decided that we have one car, so I decided it's time for us to have another car. Alright, so I sit down with my wife and say, babe, are you tired of driving me around everywhere? And she says, absolutely I am. Alright, so I do the normal thing. You know, you hit the internet, type in some things that you want. So I'm looking for some cars, and there's like 1,000 cars out there. So I'm trying to go through some things. And I see a lot of different price points, right? There's a lot of different price points. I don't know how much I want to spend. We're kind of a little different on what we'd like to spend versus, she would prefer I spend under a certain amount. And I preferred I would have a nice car. So we're trying to work through that. We're trying to decide. So I make the decision. I'm going to head down to my credit union. Because last time when we financed the vehicle, they sent me a letter in the mail and said, hey, why didn't you come in and finance the car through us? Huh? You belong to a credit union. Should have came down here. We would have gave you money. Next time you need money, let us know. So I said, oh, you know what? They want to take care of me. And I appreciate that. So I head on down to my credit union. Now, this is where it starts to get crazy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my adventures today. And we're going to start at the credit union. So here's what happens. All right, so I get down there, and I'm feeling good. I'm stepping to the tune of Billie Jean. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm going to get some money. I'm going to give me a car. It's going to be great. So I walk in, and there's this reception desk, and there's this lady talking to the receptionist. All right, so you know how when you walk in a place, and there's two people having a conversation, and they kind of don't want to stop conversing, and they kind of just sit there and look at you like, come on, man, what do you want? Why are you interrupting our conversation? That's exactly what happened to me. That's how I felt. I felt like I was interrupting their conversation, and they didn't want to help me. Right? They don't greet me as soon as I walk in. And I'm like, well, that's not very friendly. That's not friendly at all. How you going to sit me there and say you're going to give me money, and we ain't friends? So I walk in, and I stand there. And the lady eventually, after 2 minutes, says, how can we help you? I said, I'm here to talk to somebody about auto loans. She's like, okay, you know what? No problem. Go ahead and sign in right there. Literally, piece of paper right next to her. Didn't ask for my name. She could have signed in for me, but she chose not to. She asked me to sign in. So I signed in, I signed my name. And I'm like, you know what? Should I go sit down? I don't know. So I asked her, do I need to go sit down and wait for somebody? She said, no, she's going to take you. The same lady that's already there. Now, why didn't you just take me? Why do I got to sign in? So we go into our office. And we sit down, and she's like, well, what can we do for you today? And I'm like, well, I'm interested in getting some information around auto loans. And kind of what the rates are, what to expect, what my payment's going to be. I want a little info, so when I go into these dealerships, I know what I'm looking at. So she asked me, she says, all right, sir, not a problem. So why don't you tell me, what do you think your credit is? So I tell her, you know what? My credit's good. I'm not going to lie. We pay our bills. And this lady throws me one of these. So I said to her, why are you looking at me like that? Like, is it, I said, what do you get that often? I bet you get that all the time. People come in here and tell you they got great credit. And she's like, she doesn't smile or anything. She says, as a matter of fact, they do. Tell you what, I'll put you down for 680 to 720-ish if you like. But when you run your credit, if it's not that, then, things are going to change. I was like, look, just give me an estimate, okay? First of all, last time I didn't finance through you guys, you sent me a letter saying you wish I did. Now I'm getting a sign that you wish I didn't. Maybe I need to be here. I'll take my business elsewhere. So I sit down with the lady. We'll go over some numbers. I start cracking some jokes, right? She loosens up a little bit. And we start to go over what the payments would be, how much it would cost, how much we could finance, the whole nine. I'm just like, all right, you know what? I'm not even sure if I like you, okay? I'm not even sure if I want to go through you, so I'm going to go somewhere else. So, all right, I was out of there. I'm playing that game. So I decide, I come home, and then I decide I'm going to go to the dealership. So let me tell you about my experience at this dealership. So there's a car, it's a used car, older car, right? Maybe we don't want a car payment. Already got one, and I hate it. I hate car payments. So I go to the car lot, and the guy comes out, this little old guy comes out. He comes out, and he's like, all right. So first of all, let's just start with this. And this is how he greets me. Let's just start with this, okay? We're an all-cash dealer, okay? You gotta pay all cash. We don't finance here, son. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm okay with that. You don't know how much money I got? First of all, lady in the morning, this my credit. Now I come up to the lot, you accuse me of being broke. Today's not my day. And I thought I was dressed sharp. I had a nice button down, had some jeans on. I specifically made sure I look good because when I go to the bank, I like the bank to think that I got money just by looking at me. I don't know, I think it helps. It hasn't yet, but I like to think it helps. Then the guy asked me for my license, right? He's like, let me see your license before I let you see the car. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I just want to see it. Can you just open it? And the guy's like, give me your license, or you can't see the car. Anytime we get the keys, it's very critical that we have the license. And I get it, right? He was an older guy. I thought he was an older guy. So maybe he just wanted to be comfortable. And I told him, I was like, look, I'll give you my license, but are you going to make a copy of it? He was like, yeah, we got to make a copy of it. For what? Don't make a copy of my license? I don't like people stealing my information. I don't want nobody trying to be Ty. I'm Ty. I don't even want you to know where I live. Why you got to know where I live? Why you got to know how much I used to weigh? Why you got to know my eye color? It's pretty suspicious. It's pretty suspicious if you ask me. So is it just me, or when you go car shopping, does it not seem like everybody just wants to give you a hard time? It seems like everybody just wants to give you a hard time. All I want is a car, okay, for a fair and reasonable price. I don't want to get beat. I don't want to get beat. Nobody wants to get beat. Now, I understand you got to make a profit. And I wish this is the position that they took. I understand you got to make a profit, but you ain't got to crush me. So then, like the typical car salesman, he gives me the keys. I give him my license. I look at the car. The car was decent. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to budge on the price. So for me, it's like, look, I need to feel like I'm getting a good deal. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I need some advice. Tell me a little bit about what you guys think I should do, right? So when you go car shopping, do you typically target a new car or do you target a used car? Now, used cars are tougher, right? Some don't come with warranties. It seems like everything's in an accident. You got to ask for the Carfax. I've looked at multiple cars today and I've been like, this is the one. This is the one. Come to find out it's been an accident, or the Carfax didn't show up, or it's already been, a deposit has been on it. Just things have not gone my way today. So, that being said, I'll turn over to you guys, all right? What do you think I should do? Do you think I should start targeting a new car, or do you think I should start targeting a used car, or like one of those, like a really old car that's very affordable, that I don't have to worry about putting car payments on, because I'm sure people out there like me don't like car payments. So let me know what you think. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the help. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, because we need another car. All right, we're gonna get this thing resolved. I'll be sure to keep you posted. That's what's on my mind today. Thanks again for tuning in to Ty Live. So I'll be sure to see you guys soon in another video.